Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's go.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the CommonHeads podcast, episode 16?
16. 16. Yeah, I think 16 now.
16. How y'all doing? I'm S Fangs, the co-host, and here we have jkidd. Today we don't have cheesecake. He can't make it, sadly. So today we're going to be chatting over the chat and hopefully get some topics. Other than that, there's been a new Among Us arenas that has supposedly came out today, randomly
today. Yeah, because you did.
Captain Crow ended up adding me in OSnap's client's Discord and was like, "Yo, check this out." I was like, "Wait a minute, hold up, Among Us arenas? What is this?"
I actually want to see gameplay of that to see what the hell is about.
There's clips on the treat.
There is clips.
I didn't treat. I didn't give you the treat, but
that's alright. You could
link to the actual thing.
Okay, yeah, you can show me that later. I actually want to go ahead and take a look at that. All right. So yeah. So let me ask, what have you been up to the past 2 weeks? Obviously, we took a hiatus or somewhat of a hiatus because we were doing a wrestling live reaction last Sunday. So what have you been up to lately?
I've been up to playing Final Fantasy 14. That game, the moment I got into it, the moment my friend was like, "Hey, you wanna play some Final Fantasy 14?" I was like, "Yeah, let me give this game a try." I've already seen the playthrough of like at least the beginning of like ARR, which is A Realm Reborn, from when it came out back in 2019 with Sword of the Bazaar. He's a fantastic streamer. And I was just watching him play it. I wasn't really interested in playing it at the time when it came out, but recently I've gotten into it and it's pretty damn addicting. And I've been streaming it. I've been streaming some Final Fantasy 14.
Okay.
It's like one of those kind of games where it's like, it's fun to play, but at the same time I get the feeling that it's not that much fun to watch, unless you're like a big streamer. Like, because what had happened was the World of Warcraft people who a lot of the people from World of Warcraft migrated over to Final Fantasy 14 from one reason or another.
I've seen a TikTok. A dude was he had his phone pointing at his screen. He was like, it was a World of Warcraft. He's like, hold on, what is this? And he starts like cleaning his screen, and then he backs up, and there's Final Fantasy 14. He's like, oh, I had shit on my screen. I was like, damn, disrespecting the World of Warcraft. God damn.
World of Warcraft is a big game, and I think they've been the biggest MMORPG since their time, for like decades now.
Right.
And Final Fantasy 14 came on along, and well, it was mostly World of Warcraft, Skyrim, and another game that I can't remember. But ever since Final Fantasy 14 came out, the developers of Final Fantasy 14 never wasn't prepared for this migration of all of these like millions of people that come over from World of Warcraft to their servers. So that's why like a lot of their subscriptions right now are on hold. So that's why people who have a subscription, those days are not being dwindling. So therefore that way you don't have to pay for like a time when they can't control their servers.
Oh, okay. So there's just been more people on it.
Yeah.
I see.
Like right now, no one can make a character on the Aether data center. Only on the Primal and Goblin data centers can they actually make like characters, because Aether just packed filled. Because what ended up happening was one of the big time World of Warcraft streamers came over to Final Fantasy and was like, "Yo, let's go with this game." Because usually when a streamer does that, when a big popular streamer does that, a lot of the people carry over with the streamer. So it was just like they just wasn't ready.
Yeah. Okay, I see that. But that means more people playing Final Fantasy 14. To be honest with you, and you can stream whatever game you want. Don't let that stop streaming, even though you're on a grind or anything like that.
Yeah, no, I was just like making that analysis. You know, that was just my analysis.
Okay. And the questions in the chat. Also, Sam, who is the kid Mac? Mac Jones was a big surprise. What I've wanted Harrison. Oh, you talking about football? I don't watch football. I'm sorry, brother. Takate was labbing it. Oh, he was labbing the Among Us thing. And also, Mega couldn't make it, or the Cheesecake Man, as everybody knows him now. The Cheesecake Man couldn't make it. I'm not gonna go into detail. He just has to take care of his business, guys. He's fine. He's doing good. He's doing great. I talked to him. He just has to take care of business today. So he is fine. Final Fantasy 14, first heard a long time ago. Dookie. I do watch streamers that do play. You watch streamers that play Final Fantasy 14. Listen, sometimes it's just not a game that you don't want to play, but you like to watch other people watch. I mean, watch other people play. It's a lot of that time. It's like a lot of games that streamers like play, even though you don't play it, you just like to watch. Like me, I like to watch people play Dragon Ball Fighters. Don't want to play the game because everybody knows my opinion about the game, but I don't mind watching it. Like it's fun to watch.
It's like League of Legends, Apex.
Yeah.
You know? I used to play, like I actually still kind of off and on play League of Legends, not as hard as I used to, but like I don't know, it's just like I get like some streamers, like some YouTubers that I and streamers that I watch, just make it fun. They make it look like it's really fun.
Right, until you get to play it, it's like, oh, this game, I don't like it.
It's like, dang, this is like I can't do what they do, you know?
Right, exactly, and that's a lot of the times. There are streamers out there that do things that you can't do in certain games, and then you just watch them and be entertained by. That's the whole point of streaming, is being entertained by what other people are streaming.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
But I have been
collecting Pokemon cards.
obviously,
TCG.
yes. Obviously,
Unite.
collecting Pokemon. I've been on a Pokemon binge, and I don't know if that's ever gonna stop, because like this right here, I've been collecting Chilling Reign, specifically Chilling Reign, because I want to master set this. And when I'm done, like going after a bunch of cards in Chilling Reign, I'm gonna switch to Evolving Skies, because Evolving Skies has a bunch of chase cards that I want. And for those that don't know, or like starting out in the Pokemon collecting, or it's kind of like it's a normal collection, whether you're collecting cards, toys, or action figures. Sorry, not toys, action figures, or whatever the case may be. Whatever you're collecting, you always want something that you're going after. This is called your chase figure or your chase card. And here I have in Chilling Reign, there's a Blaziken VMAX in Chilling Reign. You guys can Google it up, search it up. It's a nice, beautiful art. I like the artwork of the cards the most.
Yeah, and yet he keeps getting VMAXs in TCG.
I keep getting VMAXs and no Vs, and I'm just like, oh my god, the Pokemon TCG is just not giving me what I need to play. But I do have a deck in there also that is really good, and hopefully I can actually get that deck IRL, and maybe I can use it to play IRL. But I don't know if I want to play it IRL though, to be honest with you. Like Pokemon TCG just makes it so much easier to get the cards.
It's too expensive. Doing it IRL is just too expensive.
Yeah, somewhat too expensive, but at the same time, it's really fucking cool to play. I mean, watch and like figure out the strategies and such of the game. It's a easier Yu-Gi-Oh, but at the same time a little harder, because in Pokemon you have to evolve your mons, whether in Yu-Gi-Oh you would have to like sacrifice or offer 2 cards or another stronger mon, which I guess, but in Yu-Gi-Oh you can summon however I mean 5 mons, and then you can offer 2 to summon another one, and you could do all that in the same turn. Whether in Pokemon you have 1 attacker and 5 benched, and then you can evolve and do whatever you want, but the other ones can't attack. It's only your attacker, your lead Pokemon. So it's a different strategy. It's harder, but it's fun. Yeah, it's super cool. Yeah, it's super cool to play, and I've been addicted to collecting Pokemon cards. I have a whole portfolio of because I'm going for a master set. I just bought this binder so I could fit more of my set in there, so I can actually like see what else I'm missing for the master set. So that's also a thing, and that's pretty fucking, it's been cool. It's been fun. Stream wise, I've been streaming a whole bunch of everything. from Pokemon Unite, Pokemon TCG, my card openings, and then I'll play like Phasmophobia because,
Yeah,
and then
those days.
Sea of Thieves is fun. Ark Survival Evolved is what I
Oh,
just
that's
started
true
streaming.
too.
Yep, Ark Survival Evolved is what I just started streaming, and it's been I've just been having fun with video games. I just been having fun now. Yeah, I guess I just lost that. I don't know. I can't say I lost that competitive edge in fighting games. I just want to have fun with what I'm playing and not be stressed out. But until I can find that itch to play fighting games again, I will play fighting games. The only fighting game that I'm definitely on board with a lot, and I'm definitely gonna play it no matter what. If somebody asked me to play some Marvel 3 right now, I'll play Marvel 3. Like I love that game. I will always play that game. That game is mad fun. No matter if I win or lose, that game is mad fun. And Max and then we're having fun with the new Wario game. Oh yeah, the new Wario game came out. I haven't really tried that. I don't like currently. I cannot purchase a lot of games, but fuck, it just like I bet it's fun. You used to play a Naruto card game. How did that work? How did the Naruto card game work?
Yeah, I don't even know how that works.
Yo, that actually sounds pretty cool. Interesting.
I had a few cards back then when I was a kid, but I never knew what to do with them.
Yeah, I never really collected. I only collected Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That was the only one. Well, not collect. I battled with them and things like that. I didn't really like collect until like just recently.
I still have my synchro deck. My Yusei synchro deck. I
Oh
literally have
shit.
I have a full Yusei synchro deck that involves like the mixture of all the characters.
The Samurai in chat says, when is Mamoswine? I don't know, but as long as I got my Blastoise, my number one, my baby boy, as long as I got Blastoise, I'm happy. Because Blastoise has been my favorite Pokemon. Who's your favorite Pokemon? Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
I have a favorite Pokemon for every gen.
Every gen? Okay, no. Let's rank it. Let's rank it your number one from all the gens. What is your number one favorite Pokemon?
Salamence.
Okay, Salamence. I guess because of what? Why dragon? It's because he's a dragon.
Ever since I've always liked the Jirachi movie.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
never saw the Jirachi movie.
I've seen every movie. Okay, let me tell you a story.
Yeah.
From the VHS times, to DVDs times.
From VHS times, listen, all you young guns. From VHS times, not no DVD. We didn't start with no DVD, nor did we start with no Blu-ray. The VHS where you had to put the motherfucker into your VHS recorder and hit rewind when you want to watch the movie again, and then you had to wait 30 seconds or 45 seconds, depending on how long the movie is, and then you can watch it again. Go on.
I've had movies ever since I was little. Like the official movies, like the ones that you can buy also. And then every time Cartoon Network would come out with a new Pokemon movie. Cartoon Network at this time was really good to me. And every time that something came out and was set to be aired, I was like, yo mother, I'm gonna be in school. Record this for me. Make sure you
Oh man, you had the blank tapes.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, because I couldn't watch. A lot of times when school got out, it was around 3 o'clock, and a lot of times the good shows will come out like at 1 or 2, and I would always miss them. And I would get home because school would be let out at 3, so I wouldn't get home until 4 o'clock because I was always the last one to get off and the first one to be picked up.
Okay, I feel that.
Late. So I was like, yo, mother, record this for me. And ever since there was a new Pokemon movie, I was like, all right, I gotta record it. And then when DVDs came out, when we got the DVD recorder and whatnot, it was like, it felt a lot better. So I have a full portfolio of all the Digimon, all the Pokemon movies, like that came out on Cartoon Network. I had them all recorded.
They showed the Pokemon movies on Cartoon Network?
Yes.
Really?
It was like, yes, they had aired at different times, like different days. Like they had special. Hell, even on the weekends, they had special marathons of Pokemon marathons and everything on like Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I remember those days. Those days were golden days.
I never knew that. Damn, I must.
I would
I
do.
barely watched TV. I mean, I watched TV when I was a kid, but I barely watched TV. Like, I spent my times like, obviously, back home in Hawaii. I spent my times just going to the beach, and then going home and playing some video games. Or like when I was a kid, like because I used to live in like 2 towns over from where I live. So where I lived is like 2 towns, and then I went to school there. Every time after school, I went to our rec center and I played basketball every day. Like literally from like when I finally made it to middle school, right? When I made it to middle school, every day we would go across because my middle school and then there was a rec center right across from it. We went right over there, played basketball until I'd say we got out of school at like 2 o'clock, and then we'll play until about 5:30. That's when my moms would pick us up from there because my mom's used to work at a lawyer's office as a secretary at that time.
Okay.
And every day after work around 5:30, she'll come pick us up, go home, and then rinse and repeat. We'll every single day go to the rec center to play basketball, or we would go to the beach one day. We wouldn't be over there, and then I started catching the bus. Like it was fun times, but I never really watched like a lot of TV or anything back then. Besides wrestling. When I got home on certain days, you watch wrestling. But other than that, I'd come home, do that, play some video games, fall asleep, come back. Like, listen, gaming has been a huge part of my life a lot.
Mhm. Yeah, no. A lot of times when I got in trouble, I would always resort to TV because they would never take away the TV from me. It was
Well,
always
obviously they ain't gonna
TV.
take. No, listen. Here's the thing about parents, man. They don't take away the TV, but you won't get to watch what you want to watch. You watch what they watch
No, not
all
even
the
that. I
time.
get to watch what, I got
What?
to watch what I want.
Nah. See, I never had that. It was always like, oh yeah, we on Mondays wrestling, on Fridays wrestling, but every day in between, my mama would put like Law and Order, or we'd watch a movie some nights, and then it was always
That was nice though.
yeah, Law and Order was cool. Like at that time, it was like Law and Order. It was Law and Order, CSI, or something along the lines of something like that. It was always the drama shit, which is, I mean, CSI and Law and Order were fucking cool as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it was always that. It was always that, or movie nights, and then after that, we'd watch just like regular shows, like random shows. But it was always Law and Order, or CSI, every single day, even on Saturdays and Sundays. It was always that, unless on Saturdays and Sundays we'll go to the beach or whatever. But in that case, it was just always that. Go to sleep, wake up, go to school at like 7 o'clock in the morning because my mama works at 8. So would go to work, go to school at that time. Yeah. After that, just all that. But yeah, fucking Pokemon had their own TV slot for the Pokemon movies. I think the only Pokemon
Yeah.
I think the only one Pokemon movies I watched was the first one, Pokemon the first movie, and then Pokemon 2000.
Yeah, Pokemon 2000. That's the Johto one, right?
Yes, it was the Johto one. That was the Johto one, and that was the only ones that I saw.
Because I didn't. So funny. So for me, I got to see the first movie. I ended up not seeing the 2000 movie until after 2004 movie with the Celebi and Suicune.
Oh shit! Yeah, I never saw
To see
those.
that.
I never
Yeah,
saw those.
fully evolve. And also, like, one of my favorite ones, the Latios movie. The Latios movie was really good.
Bro, I
Latios
need
movie
to.
was-
I may need to watch those. I may need to watch those with my new intrigue of Pokemon. That's all I gotta say. Like, I may need to watch
We
those.
can watch them together. I wouldn't mind going.
Whoa, hold on. Hey, bro, listen. Hey, hold on. Hey, 6 feet apart. We'll sit 6 feet apart. Don't worry about it, all right? But nah. Maybe I'll think about it because I don't know. Because there's so much things that I want to do.
Side note, though, there is a new Digimon remake out for the 2020.
Yeah.
And it's been really good. Episode 1 and 2 actually fucking dominate the anime. Because it's like, they open it big.
Okay.
The way that they open it is really big.
Wait,
So watch it.
there's a new Digimon anime?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, from it's just been.
I wasn't
There's like
big into
63.
Digimon though.
Okay, that's fair. But like it's they're like 63, 64 episodes in.
Oh wow.
It's
I
still,
haven't
it's still airing.
listen, brother, I haven't even fucking been keeping up with my anime. I've been watching so many different things, including wrestling and playing Pokemon and playing like recently also I started back up my series for Legend of Zelda because I'm a big Legend of Zelda fan.
Oh right.
I started
Yeah.
playing Skyward Sword because I never played it. Like after all the flack that I've heard from that game, I'm actually enjoying Skyward Sword. I'm really enjoying the story that it's telling.
Just the way that you can even fight in it, like the way that you can interact with it is like the biggest thing that I always loved about it.
It's intriguing because like I played it with the Pro Controller at first. I'm like, this is weird because you have to slash with the right stick. I don't like that. So you started using the motion controllers, even though it's wonky at times, and it really is wonky at times with the aiming because it never recenters correctly. But you can recenter it with one click of the button, and it's like I guess that's like the super easy factors. Like you can recenter it with one button, and you're fine.
Yeah.
And also like when fighting bosses, like they would block certain ways, and then you would just have to slash in certain ways, and then I didn't know that you had to fucking flick your right wrist. You had to flick your right wrist for a parry and to bring up your shield. I was like, how the fuck do I use my shield? And then I shook this side, and then my shield came up. I was like, oh, that's how you do it. Wait, can I parry? Huh, parried. Oh, y'all done. I said, y'all done.
Yeah.
That shit was mad. The game is mad fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying my time with it. The story is good. Like it's really good. It's really fun. I'm enjoying my time.
Yeah, especially with Grinningham. I forget his name.
I didn't get that part yet. I didn't get to that part to meet the main bad guy. I'm at the first temple.
You meet him at the first temple, I thought.
I'm at the first temple. I'm at the boss fight. So I'm starting the next stream when I do play. Because here's the thing about Legend of Zelda and me, right? And it goes the same way if there ever will be a Metal Gear Solid playthrough on my stream. Here's the thing about it. Those two games, I will spend hours, like a whole, not even just a whole stream. I will do a whole stream and then some. I will spend hours playing that game because of exploring, figuring out things, storytelling, all the other type of bullshit with that game. I will spend hours just running around mindlessly and just look like, what is this? That's literally what I would do. And can I get in this room? How do I get in this room? Do I have to crawl under? Do I have to use something? What is it? It is like puzzling and all that. I will spend hours playing these games. I will spend hours. That's why I enjoy Legend of Zelda.
That's how I enjoyed Twilight Princess. Like I think I got like over 200, maybe more than that hours on Twilight Princess alone.
The first night, you remember the first night of me playing Breath of the Wild? When I was surprised with the Nintendo Switch? 18 hours! I started the stream, opened up the box, set it up, and for 18 hours, no, minus the first hour, because that's 17 hours straight of me playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, I just remember the next morning coming up, I'm like, holy shit, it's actually 5 o'clock in the morning, and I started the stream at like 1 or 2 o'clock the previous day, and I'm like, holy shit. It was something along those lines.
And then there was another night that you made it at 6 p.m. It's like 6 a.m. and I was like, oh hey, new record.
Yes, because I'm just playing that game. Still no Bleach? No, Iggy, no, I haven't finished Bleach yet. I have to finish Bleach, I'm sorry. Skyward Sword was the first in terms of the timeline. Yeah. No, you didn't spoil that because it explains itself in the beginning. And the start menu cutscene. It explains itself. It's the first cutscene you see. Is like it's the beginning of time. It's where the goddess Hylia was protecting all the Hylians and lifted them all up into the sky. That's basically what it is. The first of the storylines. So I know what you were talking about. Man, it is fucking hilarious though. I would spend hours playing.
Yeah, Skyward Sword had a lot in it. I honestly think when they brought out Heroes, Legend of Zelda Heroes for the Wii U, or the Wii, no Wii U, it was like the one that we would go around fighting like hordes of enemies. It's like what is it? Fire Emblem type of style where you have to like capture certain points.
Oh, you're talking about like how they just did with Hyrule Warriors Calamity.
Yes.
The Age
yes,
of Calamity. You're talking
the
about
first one though.
Yeah, okay. So see, I don't
See, when I got into that game, it was like a new thing because it didn't just have that one mode; it had a different game mode too, like a puzzle because it had a puzzle board game mode too.
Well, I never heard of that.
Yeah, it had like a second feature to it. It had like
because I never liked Dynasty Warriors. I just so it's a hack and slash, capture points, blah blah blah. I just didn't really like get into those games.
I grew up on the Dynasty Warrior games, so that's why I kind of like when I saw it, I was like, "Yo, let me get in on this." But then they had a second game mode, and I was like, "Yo, this actually looks like a Zelda kind of game mode."
I grew up with fighting games, but also games with storytelling. Like obviously, first games I played was Super Mario and KI and Street Fighter 2 on the SNES.
Super Mario.
Yep. Super Mario, all the Super Marios, the platformers and stuff like that with the storytelling. But also, I enjoyed my time with the PS1 when I finally got like PS1 puzzle games when my mom owned Bubble Bubble, where it's just like a fucking the little shoot things, you get a combination of colors and then it drops and stuff like that. Obviously those type of games. And then the demo discs, all the demo discs where I was like there was a shooter on there. I forgot what the hell it was. It was some type of shooter. And then the demo of Bloody Roar 2, where I just had 2 playable characters, but I constantly played those 2 characters every fucking time because Bloody Roar 2 was mad fun. And also, I think it was the demo of Tumba. I don't know if you ever heard of that game for the PS1, but it was but Tumba was mad cool. Other than that, like all those games were like storytelling and fighting games. That's what I grew up on.
I never actually had any of the PlayStation consoles growing up. I was always a Nintendo kind of person. Just because like my parents just never knew about the PlayStation or the Xbox. I didn't care much for the Xboxes, honestly, and it just was too confusing for me. I didn't really care for it, but I never had a PlayStation systems at all. I came home one day from school and I see on my counter a bag filled with like a PSP and all these other games, and like right away I look at it, my parents like, "Don't touch." I was like, "What?" I didn't even.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
And so they didn't even give it to me. They gave it to my sister, right?
Yeah.
They ended up was like, "That's it." But yeah, and then like 3 years later, my sister gets it stolen from her. She loses it.
Oh
like, right,
no!
If you gave it to me, it would have never gotten lost. My sister's known for that type of stuff.
Oh god!
One of her ex-boyfriends stole it.
Oh lord! God damn! It was.
Yeah.
Oh man, the handheld games too. I think the handheld is what got me. Like, my first addicted handheld game was obviously Pokemon Blue. Squirtle, baby, Squirtle gang. Squirtle Squad, baby. It was that, and then I've had. Okay, so going down the line, I have had a Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced SP. I didn't have the Advanced, like the one screen and the long one. I had the SP. And I think that was it. I just had. Oh no, and then later on in life, where I bought my own DS, I had a DS. But other than that, those were like the ones that it was just that shit. I never really had a lot of handhelds.
My first Game Boy was the Game Boy Advance. I didn't get the Game Boy SP until after I got my DS because we got them cheap off a yard sale and whatnot. 'Cause that's the type of people I
Hey,
am.
hey, from a yard sale. Dog, from a yard sale, that shit is how it is.
You know,
Buy that shit off a yard sale. It works.
And we also go through like a lot of thrift shops and everything. My mom is big on the yard sales and the thrift shops and all that good stuff. Like we find mad gold there, like for cheap.
I
No one
mean,
knows no one knows the market for them.
hey, poverty life, baby. That's what we grew up on. That's what we lived on. Poverty life. That's what I grew up on.
The first Pokemon game that I really enjoyed after Fire Red was Emerald. Like I was hooked on Emerald. Yeah, Emerald was the first good Pokemon that I was ever hooked on.
I never played.
I played together.
I never played Emerald. Like from Pokemon. Okay, so from Pokemon, I played Blue, and then I played Soul Silver. Oh no, obviously not Soul. Pokemon Silver at the time. Sorry, not Soul Silver. Soul Silver is the updated version. I played Silver, and in Silver there was a Pokemon cloning glitch, which I fucked with a lot. So that's what I did. I cloned me a whole fucking party of Lugia and Totodiles. That was hilarious. What you got over there?
A case.
Oh, your DS games?
Yeah, my old DS games, not 3DS, just DS games that I've got in one case. I got more than this though, but yeah, I got Pokemon Black 2. I got the Lego Star Wars that I kind of just got addicted on, you know, never got rid of it.
Oh my
I
god.
got a Final Fantasy Ring of the Fates. I got Pokemon Heart Gold.
Damn.
Yeah. Pokemon Platinum, which I got hooked on this one. I spent hours, like over 999,000 hours on this one. Kingdom Hearts 362 days. Pokemon Conquest, you remember this?
No, I don't remember that. Oh, you dropped it. Ah, fuck, it's gone.
Right here. So I got
Nah, I never.
Conquest.
Nah, not Pokemon Conquest. I had Pokemon Pinball. What you know about Pinball? What you know about that
I know
Pokemon
about
Pinball? Shit, that shit was mad fun too.
You want to talk about pinball? You want to talk about solitaire? You want to talk about the old PC computer games?
No, not the PC pin. I'm talking about Pokemon Pinball on a handheld.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember that.
Nah, I only had that one. I did like the pinball and all that shit on the PC games. That was like all of my, like when I went over to my grandparents' house. That's what they were all like. My pops was on his computer playing solitaire all day solitaire. I'm like, damn, what the hell? It's either that or he's playing slots on the computer. It was like, you're not even putting real money up. But it's like, listen, you training yourself. Like, what? It's based on luck. Shout out to my grandpa. Shout out to my grandfather. I love him, man.
I also got Dragon Ball Origins. Read about this one. This was
I do not know. I don't know anything about that one.
I got the Super Mario Brothers. I got Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Oh man, are we flexing things right now? Is that what you doing? Flexing things right now?
I got my little collection, bro.
Alright, so let me bring out my folder real quick. Okay, so check it out. This is this is what I'm going for, sir. I'm switching all these over, by the way. Oh, oh, like the full arts. Oh, the full arts. Oh. There's a lot missing still that I need to collect.
Yeah, no, you've gotten a lot.
Gotten a lot of good hits.
You know about Scribblenauts?
Scribblenauts was fun. Scribblenauts was fun. I think I played that on what? This Scribblenauts made it to PlayStation 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Scribblenauts made it there.
Yeah, Scribblenauts Unlimited.
Samurott has Origins 1 and 2? God damn, bro. I don't even have none of that.
I got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. The one where you can use objects to get to different dungeons when you scan your you scan your room and everything.
What the fuck?
Yeah. This was the first mystery dungeon that they came out with, where you could like use your camera on your 3DS and take images of your room and take yourself into a different dungeon just by random objects in your house.
What the fuck? I ain't never seen nothing like that. What the fuck?
I also got a link between words. Zelda, link between words.
Oh, Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Oh,
right here.
okay. So you got that one. Do you have
I used to play the Phantom Hourglass and the train.
I never played a lot. I never played a lot of the Legend of Zelda handheld games. I only had the console. I only had the console games because on the GameCube, when I had a GameCube, I had the GameCube disc where they had all the games, so it would have a Link to the Past, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker was on there, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda, and also Majora's Mask. 4 games on one small ass disc on the GameCube. That's what I had. That's it. You, Dylan with the raid. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you. Welcome to the podcast, brother. So yeah, that's what I was on.
Yeah, the Hourglass was OD. I love the Hourglass one. The Phantom Hourglass, and as well as the train, the Spirit Train, the Spirit Tracks. That's what it was called. It was called Spirit Tracks.
Okay.
And I used to play those games a lot. I don't have those 2 in particular anymore though, because I traded them back in after I like 100% completed them, because I was just like mad in love with them.
Okay.
I the money because I wanted something else.
I see. Okay. I wonder if they'll have Majora's Mask on 3DS as well. Oh, Majora's Mask is my favorite Legend of Zelda of all time.
I had that game on 3DS when it came out. The new, like back when they actually came out on the 3DS when it was new.
Yeah.
I got it. I was like, I never played it before. I was like, all right, what is the hype about this game? Okay.
It's an amazing game. It's hard. It's a hard game.
I didn't like how hard it was. I couldn't.
The game was hard. What? Oh man, you needed to experience. You needed to experience Majora's Mask. That game is fire. That game is one of the toughest games because if you didn't have all the masks going into fighting Majora, you would have to try to fight them straight up and not have the Great Deity's mask.
Yeah, I think what ruined it for me was I kept thinking I had to beat him because it kept like in the beginning because it allowed you to fight him. I was like, what? Is this supposed to be my first boss? But I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna go around and explore. And then I made it to the first temple, and I was like, I got halfway in. I was like, okay, I can't do this. Some of the
like that game and the timing aspects, especially if you're getting the couple's mask or like if you're getting Keaton's mask. When you're just trying to get their mask, and then when you actually the couple's mask has got to be the hardest one to try to get because the couple's mask you have to wait on a certain day. I think it was on the first day or the couple's mask you had to do it on the 3rd day. The 3rd day you have to go to a certain point. This is after meeting up with Keaton. After meeting up with Keaton and talking to him, you get Keaton's mask. After you get Keaton's mask, you can make your way over to this certain spot on the map. And at a certain spot on the map, you have to wait for a certain time because a burglar stole the couple's mask from Keaton. And that was Keaton's gift for his fiance that was at the inn. So you have to go over there, wait for the 3rd day. And at the 3rd day, he'll come back. And then you actually go in. You have to play the mini dungeon. And you have to co-op with Keaton in the mini dungeon, and after that you can go and grab the couple's mask, and that one is like the only hardest mask that you can get. I think that was the hardest mask for me to get for that one is the couple's mask. But getting all these masks were fucking fun. I love that. I fucking love Majora's Mask. So you need to go ahead and go back, get you some Majora's Mask, and actually play through that motherfucker because, man. Also, I want to try to find out for an emulator because I want to play the Ocarina of Time Master Quest again. That was a hard one.
Yeah, I've played Ocarina of Time.
So there's Ocarina of Time, right? And then they created Ocarina of Time Master Quest.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Where they changed all the dungeons. Like all the dungeons got harder. Like a lot of the storyline is the same, a lot of the things is the same. It's just the dungeons got way harder than what it was in the original. So that game is fun. That was so much fun.
What do you know about Beyblade?
Let it rip. That's all I know. That is all I know about Beyblade.
Yeah, Beyblade Evolution.
Welcome to the episode of the podcast where S-Fangs just flexes his whole fucking 3DS collection over there. But yet doesn't finish Majora's Mask. I'm sad.
It was one of those games I could never finish.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and finish.
I gave it my best shot, honestly. I couldn't understand it. Maybe I'll complete it on an emulator.
I just saw T minus an Evil Dylan. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. 4-in-1 Blasphemy. What is this? As a collection edition. Yes, that one I saw. That's the one I saw from T minus. Just dump an ice bucket on your head. Just make the small one.
I do it. I do it.
It's probably the angry video game nerd episode that turned him off. Nah, man. I don't watch. See, there's the thing. Okay, so there's a thing about, obviously you watch people for reviews of the game and you see their point of view in the game, but you can never really experience the game until you've actually experienced the game. I mean, it's like, play the game yourself and find out. Play the game yourself and find out. Because like, I think one of my biggest things about it is that you gotta always experience a game. Don't go off of other people's judgment. But if you experience the game and obviously it matches up, then you'd be like, all right, I know this now, so let me return this game. If you bought it physical, you can return the game. If you bought it digital, good luck. But anyway, I think the biggest is like right now, everybody says that they hated Skyward Sword. A lot of people hate Skyward Sword, but
I loved it.
I'm enjoying my time on that game. I'm enjoying myself. Like, that game is fun. I think there's other games too that I played out there where it's like a lot of people hated, or like the big reviewers hated the game, but I enjoyed my time again. But there's also games where I was like, huh, he was right, this game is trash. There were that times. I just can't specify which games it was. Favorite thing about the best Zelda game is how creepy Majora's Mask. That's what drew me back in. Oh, Majora's Mask was the dark time. I think the backlog, I think the creepypasta about Majora's Mask is that Link is actually dead. So he's fighting himself in that limbo of 3 days in that small map. It's an insane fucking fanfic / creepypasta thing, but I find it fun. It's like a fanfic. Yeah, so that's my best one of all time.
I think the reason why I didn't really like Majora's Mask was because of the time limit. That was the biggest.
No, oh, see, you're stupid.
That was the biggest.
You're stupid because you didn't find out that you can slow down time.
No, I did figure that out, but then I could also reset it with a song. But I was like, I still can't figure out this other side. I can't manage. My brain couldn't manage. It was too much of an overload at the time. I was like 15 years old at the time.
Listen, once you spawn on the first day, 72 hours remain. You walk out the tower, you slow down time right off the bat. You slow down time, and then you have a long time to actually go to a fucking temple, because guess what, you probably didn't find out that in temples time doesn't stop. I lied. No, but you can go into the temple. You have enough time to go into a temple and figure everything out. It's because of that I believe that Majora's Mask, a lot of the temples were shorter than usual, and not by a lot though. I think they were just short enough to where it doesn't go into the third day reckoning thing. But you have a lot of time because you have the third day and then you have the third night. You know, when the little fucking piece of shit sun and then a piece of shit moon comes. Yes, you have enough time to finish a dungeon.
Yeah.
You don't. You usually you usually don't have enough time to figure out the masks. This is why you look up an online guide to figure out how to get the masks. Because I did have to look up an online guide to get like 10 of my masks.
You know how long it took me to figure out Link to the Past on the SNES? You know how long it took me to finish that game?
Man.
My lifetime growing up. Because I didn't have no guide. I didn't have no internet until I got into my teens. And I was like, you know what? Let me go back and try to finish that game. And I looked up a guide. I was like,
I didn't have internet. I didn't have internet until I got into my teens. I didn't have none of that. When I first played all of these games, it was just as hard without a guide, but it was just as fun.
The part that kept tripping me up on the SNES Link to the Past was me not figuring out how to use the mirror to get onto the mountain. I'm like, wait a minute, is that what this is for? I kept replaying the entire game every time.
Man, that's like me playing Ocarina of Time for the first time without a guide. Cause I never used the guide for Ocarina of Time. I just explored the fuck out of that game. I spent a long time playing that game, but it was fun. It was enjoyable. It was a good experience. I fucking loved it. Watch Dogs? Ooh, Watch Dogs was fun. Watch Dogs was fun. Alright.
What do you know about Dragblade? This is a game no one knows about.
Alright, we're cutting this podcast here. Jesus Christ, he's just flexing all his damn 3DS games. But we are gonna come to an end for the podcast today. Again, we like to let everybody know that yes, cheesecake is alright, cheesecake is good. And also make sure that you are alright and you are good. Mental health is wealth. Any health is wealth. Mental health is wealth, as just as much as your regular health. I just want to put that out there. And I'm not like, take care of yourselves, everybody. Take care of yourselves. S-Fangs, you got closing words for everybody? Play 3DS games, yeah.
Give us feedback in the comments down below. We appreciate it. You know, give us some comments down in the comment section below. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. This is the CommonHeads podcast. It's been sweet.
Yeah. All right. I'll but yep, as he said, any criticism, to be honest, is good criticism to me, whether it be good or bad. I like to look.
And give us some topics down in the comments below that you want us to talk about.
Oh yeah, give us all the topics. But until next time, I am jkidd.
I am S-Fangs.
Cheesecake is not here, but we will have all the links down in the description for all three of us of the CommonHeads podcast. Until next time, everybody take care. Have a good night or have a good morning, whatever time you are watching this on YouTube. Take care of yourselves. Peace and love, and too sweet, y'all. And we'll catch you guys next time. Out.